Alright, so I'm going to do one more Rome 2 replay commentary here. I just played a quick match against Rome, and I was using Macedon. He kind of, he quick picked, well, actually, I looked at the map, and I was like, I'm going to try to get a pretty balanced build here. But then as I was putting my Macedonian army together, I kind of decided to go a little bit more skirmish heavy, which is kind of where a lot of their strength is. And I also really like the Aspis companion cav, and it's really expensive, so sometimes it doesn't leave a lot of money left. And this is kind of this playstyle inspired by Prince of Macedon. And when I play Macedon, I guess I kind of emulate him a little bit. So first off on this map, I was really glad my opponent didn't camp up on the hill. That's why I was kind of deployed this way. If he was going to camp this hill, I'm not really sure how I would have responded to that. So he's going to come up the valley here. Let's look at the terrain from his side. And as I see the terrain here, it's going to be relatively flat where we end up fighting. It's slightly more in his favor. Still got a little bit of a downgrade this way, but I was able to minimize that for the most part for where I was firing my volleys from. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to get my Cretans engaging on him as soon as possible. And it might be questionable the way I opened this up, as you'll see here in a minute.
Quick march.
So I'm going to go ahead and try to get my Cretans out firing here. I'm going to bring my Rhodian slingers over. My build is 3 Cretans, 3 Cretan archers, 2 Thurios spears, 4 thorax swordsmen, 2 Rhodian slingers, a royal peltis general, 2 Aspis companions, and Thessalian cav. So only 15 units total. And my opponent has a combination of armored legionaries, some eagle cohorts, some Syrian archers, some levies. So basically I just wipe the board with these levies like right away. I use a quick reload on my Cretans, and I'm going to end up using a quick reload on my Rhodians, I believe, too. Maybe not yet. Loose! As this one starts to waver, I shift over to these guys and just leave like one Rhodian firing on the levies. Although I wasn't quite able to route them, it looks like. You can see how fast these levies go down to Cretans and Rhodians. So the reason I said that was questionable, maybe using all that ammo to clean those levies out is not the best call, but now he's going to bring his Syrians out to skirmish. This is when I use quick reload on my Rhodians. So I think I focused one target with my Cretans, and I focused another with my Rhodians. As he sees this happening, he's going to go ahead and start pouring down with his infantry, which is a good call. He doesn't want to let me sit there and shoot him up all day.
Hades, take our enemies.
So he's got a eagle. I'm going to slow this down just for a second. Eagle, 2 eagles, armored all the way down to the end. So I'm focusing my Cretans into this eagle on this side right now. And I think I'm going to pull back pretty soon and try to get some, I'm going to try to get my Cretans over on this side so I can get side shots. But I'm going to go ahead and pour fire down anyway from the front just for now. I mean, it still is effective. It's just not as effective for sure. He's still got a lot of Syrians. So now I'm pulling back. I'm definitely worried at this point about how I'm going to counter that much of good Roman infantry coming down the barrel at me. But my Aspis are definitely my secret weapon here. So I'm going to bring my Thurios up, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can finish the Seagull cohort off. And I'm going to go ahead and expose my cav now. He's got a nice backup to his archers here, so I can't just rush down into those very well. See, the terrain is relatively flat here. It's just sloping down this direction a little bit. So I pulled my Cretans off, and now my Cretans are getting gonna get side shots into him now. Are just on fire at will back here. I don't think I'm quite good enough not to use fire at will really at this point, just because it takes a lot of attention sometimes. So I'm getting a good side charge here with my Thessalians into this guy. I should have stopped my Thurios. I do here in a second, but not fast enough. Just kind of fainted with my Aspis. I'm going to pull them back and then swing back around. So I went ahead and finished that eagle off. So that's one super Roman infantry unit down. Well, almost. Of course they don't rout the Roman, right? Some more Cretan fire. I'm moving over to the next unit here, I believe, in my fire. And he's going to go ahead and start pushing in again. I probably could have kited back a little further here, but I went ahead and took the engagement, I think. I didn't swing my ass. I should have swung my Aspis around at that point, probably, but I think he definitely should have charged me here. So my Cretans are continuing to decimate this next cohort. I'm going to go ahead and finish this one off with my Thessalians. Or maybe I was going into the... Man, my Thessalians got wrecked by some friendly fire this game, I bet. But they still did a decent job. I'm not going to say they were totally cost effective, but they did okay. So I switched fire over to his Syrians. Probably not the best idea. I went ahead and took this engagement here. Oh, that guy took it. Took one to the throat. Ouch. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go back up to full speed here.
At the devil!
Sorry, I hadn't noticed. So my Thessalians went ahead and mopped up all those eagles. My Thorios came in on the side here with these armoreds. Looks like he does have a slight terrain advantage. And my Peltas were wrapping around the side here. And all the time my Rhodians are hitting this exposed unit on the side. Okay, so we missed my Aspis was able to swing around. And I'm going to get his, go ahead and clean his Legatus up.
Advance at speed! Understood! As you command! At speed! Double time! Let's engage! At speed!
My Thorax will hold quite a while here, so...
Quickly now!
Not a huge hurry. He did pop race the banner, though. That's helping considerably. But you can see all this combat is, well, the Romans are definitely winning, so, I mean, I'm on a timer for sure. So we've almost finished off this edge, this unit that was on the edge. If he'd have taken that unit or wrapped around me or rushed my Peltas, that would have been a really good idea. Now I'm free to get some rear charges or to go finish off his archers. He was able to swing some Hastati up.
Engage! Force you!
Here's one of them. I think I killed one already. Yeah, I killed him here with I don't remember what, with my Aspis. Then my Aspis are going to clean this last one up with my Thessalians. I held this one up with some with the Thorios that were on the edge here, and then my Aspis went into his archers. He does have this one Vigilance unit though, so I don't want to stick around for too long. I went and brought my Rhodians around, so now I'm going to be able to get the side shots in on this unit. And I'm going to swing my Royal Peltas in and get a rear charge in.
Glory to Macedon!
So I was able to beat the timer here. My Thorax are going to last long enough, it looks, before I can, long enough for me to get support in.
Hate engage! Hack forward! Advance at speed! Glory to Macedon!
Battle rhythm. Oh, flaming shot. What the heck?
Charge!
Doesn't really matter. I'm not missing ammo. But... Oh, they have flaming shot.
For
We used a flaming
glory!
shot to lower their morale. It's not really going to do much.
And for glory!
So I gotta charge in on these guys with my Aspis.
Quick march!
I'm gonna pop battle rhythm and use the whip on my Peltas in a second.
Advance! Advance at
These
speed!
Aspis are gonna go ahead and finish all this off.
Forward! Break not for glory!
So he does get into the rear of my Peltas, but I really don't care about
For the gods of Olympus!
Vigilies in their rear at the moment. These Thorios partially blocked that
For glory!
charge into their rear anyway.
For
Use the
Macedon!
whip and a battle rhythm on them, but it's pretty much over anyway.
Quick march!
So he had a lot more units. I was just able to use my more elite units a little better, I would say. Got them deployed in better situations. He did get a decent engagement with his main battle line into my Thorax, but I was able to get in and help him out before they were able to finish off all my Thorax. See my Cretans, 184, 186. Rhodians did well. They didn't even lose anybody. These Cretans got wiped. And then my Aspis, they got a lot of kills, but they didn't do a whole lot. But they're so, the reason I like Aspis so much is they're just so sturdy. They just can just go forever. And if they get caught in some bad situations, you can usually just pull them out. I think they're great units. They're really expensive though, so it does cost you Like, you're never going to be able to bring 2 Aspis and really fill up a stack with Macedon for sure. But it is possible to successfully play this way with Macedon. And Thoriel Spears are just great, cost-effective units. Alright, thanks for watching.